Hello my beautiful ladies, it's Greta here, ladies relationship coach, and today's video for you ladies is how to save a relationship. Okay, and in this video I will share with you 3 real life stories on how my ladies have changed their relationships. I will share with you a story of one night stand, and then from that one night stand she made the guy into her boyfriend. I will share with you a dating story where the girl was dating a guy, and then she was a challenge in the beginning. When he started to take her for granted, he lost interest, and then she found me, and now we dating happily ever after. And the third story which I'm going to share is when the girl and the guy were in a relationship, he was taking her totally and completely for granted. Then she had my coaching, and now she's married with children. And actually the third story is what has made me to start my YouTube channel. Okay, so but before I will share with you these stories, first let's talk about, is it worth it for you to try and save the relationship? Now my answer usually is yes. Why? Because you can only make a decision about your guy when you are being high value yourself, when you are bringing out the best in him. If you're being dormant, if you don't know how to set the healthy boundaries in, if you're not valuing or respecting yourself, if you're losing emotional control, the guy will start taking you for granted, and he will start disrespect you and not treating you nice at all. When the guy is being his worst self and mistreating you, you're not gonna know what is his best self. And when you don't know what is guy's best self, you can assume that this is a horrible guy, maybe it's time to let him go. You cannot make a decision about the guy if you don't know what is his best self, because people will treat us of how we let them treat us. If you're gonna let a man walk all over you, he will walk all over you. But if you're gonna set healthy boundaries in a relationship, he will start to value you and treat you with respect. You feel like you really love him and you cannot let him go, and you have tried everything to make it work, and things are not changing, but you still cannot let him go. Why don't you invest in yourself 3 months at nailing being high value, and then seeing, is the relationship changing? If, let's say, at the end of the day, the relationship doesn't work out, because it's not always guaranteed, if a guy actually fell out of love with you and just cannot stand you anymore, or he thinks you're totally crazy, you may not be able to flip it. However, you have nothing to lose to invest in yourself for 3 months at learning to be high value, at learning how to set the healthy boundaries in a relationship, at learning emotional control, at learning self-love and putting yourself first. Okay, so when you have these skills, even if it doesn't work out with this guy, with the new guy, you're gonna nail it. So guys, let's start with the stories, which I'm going to break it down for you and tell you how these girls did it. So the story number 1 is, it started with the one night stand. So saying that the first story started with the one night stand, already the girl has failed big time, because she gave a cookie way too soon, right? So the girl comes to me and she says like, Greta, oh my God, I'm falling for this guy. He's so sweet. He's so nice. He's having these, lovely doubly eyes. She looks totally crazy about him. And she says, but he's not replying to my messages. I don't know what to do. I said to her, show me your messages. She shows me the messages. The guy is texting her this much. She's texting him literally essays, this much, right? She says, Greta, we were supposed to meet up with him today, but he canceled on me. And I said, well, love, you just started dating. You already slept with him. If he cancels on you so soon, you basically have to let him go, because he's just not that interested. The second thing is, if he's texting you this much, you reply to him with this much back. This is how you create the mystery. This is how you are a challenge. And if he wants to find out more, he needs to pick up that phone and call you, or he needs to take you on a date. Since my girl was very strong, she actually did break up with him because he canceled that date, and that's totally unacceptable, especially in the beginning. As when the guy cancels the date in the beginning, he's just not that into you. Also, at the same time, he came up with the silliest excuse ever. Basically, he just was not bothered to see her. And then what started? A week later, he started pursuing her like crazy, and I was holding her hand, telling her every single move, what to do and how to behave with him. Because their relationship started with one night stand, to turn it around and to make it official, it actually took 6 months. All right, so it was still possible. The reason it was possible is because he had her body, but he didn't have her heart. Okay, so she gave him the cookie too soon, but she was a challenge. He was trying to figure her out, he was trying to charm her, he was trying to do everything so she would fall for him. But because she was following my rules and my coaching, he couldn't figure her out, and he kept on trying and going for it because like he couldn't have her heart, as she was being a challenge. She was controlling her emotions. She was setting in the rules. She was not seeing him at the last minute. She was going for her goals and ambitions. She stopped pursuing him. Eventually, after 6 months later, he asked her to be officially his girlfriend. However, ladies, it was a very, very tough challenge for me and for her to make a one-night stand in a relationship. So this is the thing. It is possible, but it doesn't work every single time. The story number 2 is I am coaching this girl at the moment, and their story started that they were friends. She was not that interested in him, so he was pursuing her a lot. He was asking her out on the dates. He was sweeping her off her feet. He was taking her, to the nice places, organizing the dates, always trying to impress her, texting her, calling her. And when she started falling for him, she started wearing her heart on a sleeve. She started pursuing him. She started texting him all the time. She started asking him out. She started being needy. She started going crazy. She started showing her insecurities, losing emotional control. Eventually, he said to her, look, I'm losing attraction for you. This is not working for me. I don't see this relationship getting any more serious than it is now. And he said, actually, let's give it another month and just see how it's gonna go. And if it's not working, let's just break up. And then this lovely girl comes to me and she tells me the story, what has happened. And I said to her, do you like him? And she says, yes, he's such a nice guy. He treated me like a queen. He's investing into me. He's taking me on the dates. However, now when he's taking me on the dates, he's splitting the bill to half and half. He has never done this before. He's telling me now that he doesn't have the butterflies for me anymore. He's telling me now that he's just gonna give it this relationship another month and see how it goes, because he's totally losing attraction for me. And I said to her, well, if he's giving it a month, that's totally fine, because if you're gonna follow my rules, we can fix it. Now, why did I say to her that we can fix it? Because when we were dating, she was a challenge. So he was pursuing her, he was sweeping her off her feet, she was controlling her emotions. So I said, what we need to do, we need to bring you back. We need to make you into a challenge again. You need to start controlling your emotions. You need to let him pursue you. You need to create some mystery. You can't be asking him out. You need to make yourself happy, put yourself first, put your goals and ambitions first, and just pay attention to every single step you take, to every single word you say. And there's a huge possibility to fix it. Since I started coaching her, I think it's been 3 weeks. Their relationship is going phenomenally well. We just spent New Year's together and he totally swept her of her feet because she is making a huge effort to change herself into high value, into what he originally has liked. So guys, let me share the third story with you, which actually after this story has happened and after it had a happy ending, it influenced me so much that the next day I was doing my first YouTube video. So let me share it with you guys. It was my best friend's sister. And she got in touch with me and she said, Greta, my guy is taking me totally for granted. He is disrespecting me, walking all over me. He's never spending any time with me. I have tried everything to make it work. I have cooked for him, I clean, you know, I'm being nice to him. I was screaming and shouting. I like literally tried everything. He doesn't care. It's just not working. I don't know what else I could possibly try. And when she said, I'm at this stage where I don't care, but I cannot let him go. And I said to her, okay, if you're at the stage where you don't care, that's a perfect stage for me. And we can work from there, but you literally need to follow every single step I'm telling you to take. So here is what happened. The girl, she didn't have a job at the moment. She got herself a job. So goals and ambitions first. Emotional control, right? Not controlling him, not being needy, not being naggy, not being clingy, not chasing, not pursuing, not telling him what to do, no screaming or shouting, just literally putting herself first, going for her goals and ambitions and actually doing her own thing, being a bit careless. So a week of that, and her not texting him first, not pursuing him. After a week of that, I remember he sent her a picture message. In the picture message, he had a table plan of the restaurant. And my friend said to me, oh, Greta, that's really weird. The last time I had a picture message from him was half a year ago. And I said to her, love, it's a sign. All right, it's a sign. He started to care about you. He wants to show what he's doing. And she said, Greta, it's not a sign, it's just a coincidence. After another week of her just doing her own thing, not paying much attention to him, he texted her a message saying, said her name, and he said, do you still love me? When she showed me that message, I was jumping up and down because now I saw the signs that he does care about her. And then I saw this light that we can actually change it and make it work. So she just replied to him, sure I do. Okay. After that, the next thing he did, I think he was going out. And he went out late with his friends. And he said to her, I'm gonna come back at like 11 p.m. 11 p.m. comes, usually she would text him and nag him and she would be like, where are you? Who you with? What time you coming back? Well, you said you're gonna be back at 11, but it's 11 now and you're still not home. And this time she didn't. 11 came, there is no message, no text to him, she just went to bed. The guy himself starts texting her and calling her, checking what she is doing at home, because she is not pursuing him. She is not worried, she's totally secure with him going out. So now he's checking up on her. So he started texting her, hey, Ahan, what are you doing? Like, I'm coming back home in 45 minutes. And she said, oh, no worries, have a good night, enjoy yourself, come back when you'll come back. He was home in 10 minutes because he wanted to check in on her. Why is she so secure and suddenly so confident by him being out? Because guys, when you don't control your guy, he starts to control you. Okay, when you're the confident one, he is the one who gets a bit insecure. After that, because she was not asking him out on the dates, she was not nagging, she was not being clingy, he slowly started asking her out. He slowly started arranging the dates. He was confirming the dates. He started cooking for her because she actually stopped cooking for him. And their relationship slowly started getting better, better, better. After about 3 months on her being high value, controlling her emotions, not chasing him, going for her goals and ambitions, their relationship improved a lot. It became really, really good. After 6 months, it became phenomenal. And after 6 months of a happy relationship, what he did was, because the guy was from Brazil and we lived in Ireland, he got his whole family on Skype, and he went down on one knee in front of that Skype and proposed to her. So yeah, that was a really nice moment. And the next day she sent me a picture of the ring, and the same day I was doing my first YouTube video. Now we are happily married, we have children, and all the happy ever after. And I remember this girl said to me, "Oh my God, Greta, I'm so scared now because he's treating me so well. Our relationship is so good. What if it's gonna start crashing again? What if he's gonna start walking all over me, disrespecting me, and taking me for granted again?" And I said, "Love, as long as you're not gonna change back to dormity, as long as you will stay high value, he will treat you high value. If you're gonna start going back to dormity, he will start disrespecting you again." These were my 3 stories on how girls changed their relationships by being high value. And if they can do it, you can do it too. All you need to do is invest in your own personal growth and start acting high value right now. Also, please watch my video, What is a Woman of High Value, so you get a better picture of it. So if you liked this video, please press like, subscribe to my YouTube channel, join my high value women group where we are all in the same boat, learning how to be a woman of high value and bring out the best in our man. Follow me on my Instagram. My Instagram is private, ladies only. I do Instagram lives where I'm answering your questions on a spot during my lives. And if you would like me to hold your hand and help you how to bring out the best in your man, you can always book me as a coach through my website, which is called ladiesrelationshipcoach.com, and choose the package which is right for you. So thank you so much for watching. Have a beautiful day. Kisses from London. Mwah.